Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show. I'm your host, Lost Smith. Sitting next to me is Eric Regiger.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with dick jokes. The #1 Arbitron rated comedy business podcast in the world. There's like a
universe.
There's literally 900 million podcasts out there, and you're listening to ours, and we thank you for that. If you want to help us out a little bit more, go on iTunes or Apple Podcasts app and go subscribe, rate, review. That is the cheat code that gets us up the rankings. You can go on Spotify, subscribe there. You can go on the Laughable app, subscribe there. You can
Steal your friends' phones, subscribe to it in there, and then they don't even know. It doesn't matter.
We don't
rock it out.
We don't care if you juke the system like it's season 5 of The Wire. We don't care.
If we get enough of those, it doesn't matter.
YouTube, go in there, subscribe, hit that little bell symbol so you know every time an episode comes in. We come in your YouTube app, Facebook, same thing. Subscribe there, like our page, and Vimeo. If you like some business videos, we're on there.
I love business videos.
That's what Vimeo's for, man. That and Sam Tripoli, former guest, his specials are on Vimeo as well for $5. This episode's brought to you by Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Get $75 off an annual plan. Look, having a business phone line, it's just the cost of doing business nowadays. And when you are trying to get a business going, your side hustle going, the one cost you might want to start with is getting a legit business phone line. Don't have it sent to your personal. Compartmentalize your life. Have those texts going to another app. I'm a user.
Pretend like your business is going to be successful.
Well,
Pretend.
Look, how many things when you call a Google Voice number, doesn't it just take down a letter grade of whoever you're calling?
Yeah.
Go to trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Get $75 off an annual plan. I use it. I'm a member. I like having a desktop app that I can answer people.
That is
through.
nice.
So go trygrasshopper.com/sweat. 75 bones, and that helps our podcast keep this train rolling. That's our featured sponsor for this episode. The other 4 sponsors, ExpressVPN. Try expressvpn.com/sweat. Get 3 months free. Try roan.com/sweat. Get 20% off using the link or bridge20 as a promo code to get some gear, some workout gear that'll get you looking good like you're in the financial district in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah. And FreshBooks, go freshbooks.com/sweat. Get you a 30-day free trial. And Warby Parker, warbyparkertrial.com/sweat. Get 5 free pairs to try on. If you're watching this episode, I'm wearing my Warby Parkers, but I'm going to take them off because I've got
Warby Parker face mask.
I've got my Warby Parkers on, and I've got a mask on, and it's getting too it's getting too humid
awkward.
in there. It looks
the
like
words
my
you wanna
eyes are
hear?
making love. You know.
Ew.
Yeah. I gotta watch my mouth because we've got a new producer on the ones and twos. Eric's daughter Avery. Yeah.
She's doing good. So far, so good.
So let's get this episode started.
Okay.
Howdy toddy. God
about
almighty.
my sweat equity. Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
So
Put those headphones on, kid. She's already a cool guy. Look at her. I can hear the echo. There you go. Get back on it.
Turn it down.
No, just don't. All right. Good job. You're doing great. Love you.
bring your daughter to produce today. Work.
Hey,
day.
man.
I like it.
She could do all the post-production on this if I just take the time to show her how to do it.
I like it. We tried
Thumbnails.
to offer her a job, and she said no.
I know. But she's here today. This is the second. We did try one time, and then you were like, I'm going to play Roblox with Isabel. Nobody knows what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly.
That's inside baseball.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
It's not so good for the podcast if we're talking about people
What?
that no one knows, especially the other host.
What?
Half the parents out there are like, I know what Roblox is. I know Isabel.
So we had the weirdest episode we probably had ever last time.
I'm upright this time. That's good.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the crosstalk that I really, right before we started, really tried to eliminate with our, when you get 4 people on mics, it's tough.
Sure. Yeah.
Am I hearing myself back? Is this?
No, I don't know what's going on over there.
I think it's coming through the big computer.
Yeah, just go ahead.
I'll vamp.
Bloviate.
Yeah, obloviate. Yeah, I like that word. So it was one of those things where I'll apologize to anybody that was like, man, this is the podcast? This is what you've been doing? Like, or the first time you ever heard it? Like, this is what it is. It's three guys talking over each other and one guy that's
One of
sober
them was super
trying
depressed.
to yeah. It's not our normal go-to, but we haven't been consistent with doing podcasts. Part of that is just what's going on, as you have to listen to the last episode. But we do
Real
like
life, things happen.
we want to be authentic, and I think that's why podcasts are interesting. I've tried to really pitch a lot of people that need, like I said it in the intro, there's 900 million podcasts
That's
out
a
there.
real number?
Yeah. There's 8 billion people in the world. Now, look.
I was having a pretty good day, and then
What does that matter?
you bring reality
Look,
in my face.
If the market share is still
900
there.
million. All right, kid, you're not changing any camera angles. What are you doing over there? Are you even listening to this thing?
We've got
Yes.
a bit of
Your
a
daddy's talking, and you can't even tell.
we've got a bit of a niche going.
Fired.
I don't know of any other business comedy podcasts. We just need to kind of stay in our lane and grow, with real pragmatic advice while trying to make it entertaining. I know that's a lane no one's really doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, if we can be a homeless man's Jordan Harbinger show,
Oh, now we're down to hobos.
yeah, I'm borrowing Bill Simmons' line that I
Yeah.
love so much. But if we can just be a homeless man's, not a poor man's.
Hey, I'm boys with Jordan, man. That's
I
what
know
I'm good.
you've been going back and forth on LinkedIn. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Did we talk? We talked about that.
I don't remember,
I don't remember either.
but it's one of those things that in an era of like, there was like a thing. I don't know if you caught this as a thing like on LinkedIn, kind of social media where it was like, well, everybody's getting a podcast started. And it's like, look, if you got stuff to say that means something, that might be a good idea. Like, instead of just pacing in your own house or your own apartment by yourself and just being like wringing your hands.
Yeah. The big thing for me was always like, listen, people have a hard time coming up with marketing material. And the easiest way might be for you to just sit down and talk about what you know for an hour
Right.
and then pick and choose and make it look good to start out with. And then you're good.
I told
And
David,
then you get to have this artistic outlet, and it's like, it's going to get way more popular, but
David Albright, who was on our show, he's a big time kind of like big level, I would say, executive consultant. He'll find you money when you're at this certain level. Like, he's just almost, it's a layup for him.
yeah.
He just knows all these tax credits, grant, all these things out there to your business is probably not doing, because you got to focus on the business, right? You get to a certain level as a small, medium business. And when I say small, I mean like 5 million in revenue a year or over. I'm talking like at least 10 employees kind of thing.
Yeah.
That kind of level. Because we don't really define what a small business is. Like, you'll have like American Express pushing some BS small business Saturday, and it's like, well, the pizza place that has one location in your neighborhood technically is a small business,
Right.
but we don't really define it the way we should. And so it's like, to me, like, yeah, that's a small business, but really that's a micro, nano, or I would call it a local business of sorts.
You're talking more, we need to talk about revenue rather than employee number.
We just need some kind of better way to say I'm a small or I'm a medium sized business, or I'm a.
How about I pay taxes?
No, we
I'm
have
a medium business. Like,
we have a categorization for every business. It's the NAICS, and it's a way to categorize every business. Every business has it, and I don't know why we can't do the same thing with like size of a business. You know?
Yeah, sure.
This is something that just bothers me just for the last 20 years.
Does it change anything? If we get these classifications, does it change anything?
Because it's communicating, right? If you say you're you're going to give people epilepsy.
Sorry, I was
You're
telling my
going to give them
daughter
a
to.
seizure. If you
You're
keep,
doing good. You're paying attention. Just slow down on the camera angle switching, and you're good. And I'm getting dizzy watching you, but now we're good. So
just think of
good.
what you would
You're
want to
doing
see.
great. Doing great. We appreciate your help.
But that's I just when people are like, yeah, I'm a small business consultant for this, it's like, What does that mean? Like, we could just trim a lot of fat, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So you're more worried about the size classification?
Anyway, yeah, this is fucking. I know this is so boring and probably
I don't know what we're drilling down on here. Size.
It's something we've never talked about, and it's always bothered me. And I'm like,
There might be a reason for that, you know.
Anyway,
sometimes things
but that
don't always,
I'll spin it back. I'll spin it back
always.
into the gist of the episode, which
What?
or what we were just talking about being authentic. That authentically bothers me. I guarantee there's other people with Asperger's that are very Asperger's
What?
like me, and will think about that a lot, but have nowhere to put it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe start writing in your diary or something.
Well, there's other things like business titles are kind of phony too. It's like I wish we had some regulation.
Oh
on
yeah,
as well.
that's true. That's fun.
Like I'm the CEO, and you're like,
know.
really, bitch, you're CEO?
Yeah.
Like you just told me that you just started a car detailing company.
Right.
You're the CEO
You
of
can
that.
just make it up.
You have a C-suite
I made
level.
up. I made up a chief digital officer.
That's an act-
Sounds cool, right?
I know, and that's so.
Got paid dick.
But that's an actual role.
Sure.
It does exist.
Well, yeah. Now it does because I made it up.
But it's just funny that none of these roles are like a lot in a sector of let's say in the business sector that's very like regulated and has like these very stern guidelines. It's wide open, and it's like what we talk about with digital services, where it's just like you could. This is why people get frustrated hiring people to help them with their website. It's like what web production we call it web production because that's design and development, but that's our term we're trying to push on people. What is that? You hire a web guy. The reason it's frustrating is because you don't know, like
You don't know what goes into it.
Yeah, there's no Florida bar. There's no United States bar.
I mean, how many?
Association.
Yeah, exactly. How many websites would you say we've done where it's like people expect us to just have photos of their business laying around, where it's just like, well, what do you think is going to go on this website? Where do you think we start?
And it took us a while to go, okay, we need to go through their brand, and we need to go through, like, the hard part is really the extraction. It's not the development or design side. It's extracting what they want.
Right. But I mean, we just got to a point where it's like, well, we just have to do all of it, because if you don't do all of it, then it doesn't match up, and it doesn't. You kind of have to have that one sort of Godhead person watching out for what you're trying to do.
Or no, it's just not going to move forward. So you had we had to create processes that go, hey, if we don't get this info in 3 days or what you want in 3 days, we're just going to move forward with what we think looks good.
Right.
Because it would delay our cash flow. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to get out there is like, there's still enough market share, or there's still enough room for a lot more quality podcast video, vlogs and stuff. There's a lot of garbage out there.
Most people, when they say I do a podcast, they're not doing any video.
Yeah.
And their audio might be them recording themselves on the voice memo app on their phone.
But look, if
you're Bill Burr, you can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But most people are not Bill Burr.
Right. And then there's like the people who have all the studio and all that stuff. We're seeing a lot of like the celebrities get into the market.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, this is a very passive thing that I can make a couple pieces of coin on. And you listen to some of them.
Like, oh my God.
I go into them wanting to hate listen, and then I clear my palate and I go, I'm going to give it a shot. I just want to hear, maybe they're good.
I did the same thing with the Zac Efron travel show on Netflix, where I was like, maybe he's like a really, introspective, deep guy.
Yeah, maybe. I try to be optimistic.
Yeah.
No, not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah.
It's just, why would you be?
Right.
Why bother?
He's had a legit 8-pack for
he does
20 years.
You can tell he's trying to portray that sort of
He's an
thing,
actor, yeah.
But
It's
Zac Efron.
So I would say there's the people I'm telling, like, hey, look, just get it started. You have the info that's really interesting, and they get in perfectionist mode and they never get it going.
Yeah, that's a problem. Podcasts are not about perfection.
And
we've got an 8-year-old running the board, for crying out loud.
Well,
I don't think
she's
she's
killing
even
it.
paying attention. She is. She's doing good. Good job, kid.
Look, at 8, I was like, I think I put quarters in our family's Mac with the green screen. Ooh. I thought it was a video game.
Right.
I think I was younger than 8, but I definitely
hope so.
ruined a new computer when I was
all the
4 or
slots
5.
in the back.
I thought it was an
Ooh,
arcade
this fits
game.
Perfect.
And I was like, I need to keep playing Oregon Trail. Like, I need to keep going.
Yeah.
I think I put a bunch of quarters or pennies in there. So.
Yeah, we all did something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how are you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling real good.
If people want, I'll steamroll you for a second. Before I forget, if people want some kind of therapy, some kind of something, BetterHelp was they're not a sponsor of our podcast, but I've talked about them a bunch. It helped me when I needed kind of a therapist like now, instead of waiting around to hire one.
Yeah, this is the online deal, right?
Yeah. And so
Telemedicine.
It's legit. It's just like if you've ever done, like I was saying, I was supporting Theo Vaughn's podcast, and I did Blue Chew just because I was interested.
Right, that's why you did that.
I was interested in the process, and I wanted to see if it was actually $5 if they sent you something. Did this like December, but I was just curious. I wanted to see how they do the actual doctors, because you have to have a doctor that's local in your state at least, I think.
So how did it go?
It was pretty interesting. So the intake form's pretty lengthy, but
Right.
it'll eventually get you the right doctor that's kind of, I'm guessing, just sitting by all day doing these.
Gotta be.
And then, so same with BetterHelp, that you have an intake form that, like, it can be as lengthy as you want it to be and detailed. And then they'll find you who they think is a good fit for you.
Huh.
And it wasn't who I stuck with. But it got my toes dipped in the water of therapy to get to the guy I ended up going to in person.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have that step, I may not have done
That's the thing, is getting it out there the first time is that's going to be your hardest thing. It's just such a weird what's going on over there, kiddo? It's all random.
You got the upskirt shot going?
Yeah, why don't you? All right, hold on. Let me
I
jump
got
over
you.
here
So-
real quick. Check this out.
So what I'll say to everybody listening that heard the last episode, if you want to go back and listen and come back to this, that's fine, is, it helps. Sometimes you just need to kind of get talking to someone. We've got some producer stuff. But what's it called? It'll get you kind of. Do you want to time code it?
No, we're good. We're good. We're popping out.
Keep it in. Hey, if we're staying authentic,
in,
keep it in.
Well, we were just talking about being authentic. Come on.
You did a great job.
Good job,
Kiddo.
Avery. Thank you. Make sure it doesn't start switching on its own, baby.
So,
Thank you.
that's the computer's fault, not yours.
Yeah, the computer did it.
It
Always
doesn't auto
blame
go.
computers.
So how are you
Always.
feeling?
Good. I'm at peace. I'm good.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
You want to? What about the breathing? We touched on it last episode. What's the breathing stuff you were telling me you've been doing?
Well, I mean, very simply.
And look, if you were like,
Going-
"What is this business podcast?" It's like, yeah, this all matters. When
No,
you're
for
doing
sure, because-
entrepreneurial endeavors, like keeping your head straight
Listen, yeah.
is like, I found it. I underrated it vastly, and I paid for it.
Oh, I mean, just because what I'm going through might not be what you're going through doesn't mean you're not going to feel the anxiety that comes with, getting yelled at in a business meeting
Oh, yeah.
for messing up. Like, that shit's traumatic too. Like,
My
you sit
favorite
there
thing.
and get hollered
Oh.
at somebody, and it's like, it might not have been your fault or whatever, but you
In front
you
of
deal
people,
with
it's
that-
like
yeah,
my
in front
favorite
of
thing
other
to
people,
do. Just
right?
fucking, you fucked up.
But
I love it.
the bottom line is there's stuff out there that you can do, and it's just the Wim Hof breathing where I breathe as deep as I can, and I let a little bit out, and I continue to do that until I feel better. I don't do any of the breath holds. I don't do any of that stuff because oxygenating is going to make you feel better no matter what. Like, I don't have to think about it. It's just, and you make your lungs as big as you can, and then let a little bit out so you can get a little more in, and it's just over and over and over again, and your body will respond. And just the act of doing something that you have to focus on 100%, well, 90%, where you're like, this is what I'm doing, that will help you. And it only takes 2 minutes. Like, after 2 minutes, You're going to be calmed down.
So I feel like 90s sitcoms used to do the brown paper bag.
Yeah.
Or
Which
80s,
I never
80s,
understood.
90s. Well, I think it doesn't really help in a physical way. I think it's like what you're talking
A
about.
placebo effect?
Right.
Maybe.
It makes you walk over and just do it,
Yeah.
but only focus on doing that.
And that sort of shit, like
They say smokers have the same thing too. Like smokers get those breaks where they're literally just sitting there, and they pretty much have to just sit there and think a lot of the time,
dude,
and
like,
breathe, even though it's got bullshit in it.
The placebo effect is incredible. Like your brain is way more powerful than you can ever even understand with stuff like that. It's like they give people medicine that works just as good as a placebo sometimes, or the placebo works better. Like happens all the time because people believe it does, and that's a little bit hippy dippy. Where are you going?
Where are we at? I was trying to look.
We're at like 20 minutes.
All right, I want to make sure we get to the Reddit post that you put in our Slack.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I liked it. But
Yeah.
keep going. We got time.
Well, the bottom line is this is not rocket science. This is something I'm telling you can do right now. If you feel overwhelmed right now, breathe as deep as you can and let a little bit out. And then breathe
my bestie
over
friend.
and over and over again until you feel better. But you will. It might take 15 minutes.
Yeah.
When you're hungover, try that shit when you're hungover. You won't be cured. I've never been cured of a hangover but there's parts of it that are removed.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
What we're seeing, I don't know if everybody's seeing a lot more, or we're just really biased from our point of view, but I feel like everybody's seeing a lot more infotainment, as they call it, about wellness things you can do at home. Obviously, because of COVID, people are staying at home, and you're going to see a lot more content push that's infotainment wise. I feel like there's a lot more. Here's how to breathe. Here's how to do yoga on your own. Here's the Peloton movement. Ride your bike, but you're not. You're going to do it from home, but you're connected, kind of thing. So,
never been a fan of the Peloton or like the giant mirror. Have you seen that?
Oh, dude, I told you I wanted that like 3 years ago.
I know, but that's the sort of thing
and
that
you
people
and
will be
someone
like.
else told me I'll fucking punch you if you have that.
That's
in your place.
because it's one of those things that it's like, that's not putting you over the top. That's not going to make you start working out.
Well,
forever.
To me, it would be the thing of
because
like
that shit'll break.
Buying something that expensive would make me like
Maybe
use it
for now. And then reality sets in, and you're like,
then
"Oh,
I'll get
man,
another,
remember when I
then I'll
bought
get
that?
another
Yeah,
thing.
remember when I bought that? Now I just
It serves
use
as
it
a
like
mirror when
party
it's not in
trick."
use.
Yeah, I guess. It's just those things. There's a lot of band-aids out there that tricks rich people into.
I like gadgets. I definitely love what I
do
want.
Too. I thought it was fucking cool when I saw it.
Dude, you know what I want, and I think about it all the time, and I'm way far away from actually making
Japanese sex dolls that are like so real.
No, I wanted to yes and that, but when you
Did you come in?
Avery's gone. My daughter's gone out the room. She ain't gonna hear this.
You know when you stay at like a Hampton Inn, you walk down to the little lobby area, and it has like a touch screen where it's like, here's the weather today, and here's if I want like my own little touch screen like that of like
at the Hampton Inn.
I'm giving an example. I just know this at the Hampton Inn. They have like a touch screen of like
sir, stop touching the TV.
No, it's vertical. It's a vertical screen.
Oh, because it's vertical. It's touch screen.
It's a touch screen. No, they have them in all of them. Like, and it would be like, what's the weather? You look at it like, what's the weather today, or what's stuff going on around town. There's news on it.
Barbecue sauce on it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love my own little like display when you wake up, and it's like, here's everything for the day.
Good morning,
right,
Lawrence.
Right, or here's your schedule. Here's the weather. Here's blah blah. Remember, here are the things to
Here's
remind
what's happening
yourself.
on the internet today.
It'd just be like a bigger version of your phone, you know. But
that's what I do. I do need that.
I don't know. I like those in hotels. In the common area, they have them.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Common areas.
And you can make them on your own. You can take an iPad, and then there's a way to like. I got in one of those engineering kind of Reddit groups or Facebook groups and saw how you can, or Pinterest, I think I found it, how you can take it like an old iPad and then put it on a bigger screen, and that'll make it a full-size touchscreen if you really want to do it on the cheap or figure it out. So we got to... sometimes it's good to figure out projects, even though it may be cheaper to do it another way, right?
Yeah, I
Sometimes.
always see on Reddit the I put a Raspberry Pi in
That's
my toilet
what,
bowl.
That's
It's
what it
like,
was.
Now it's the top, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, you need
Exactly.
that because that's the
Like
that's
one
the
day I'll
processor.
pretend to know what that means.
So that's for it's for like engineering geeks. That's how I found out about it, and I was like, that'd be a cool project just to do. This is when we had the office and studio there. Just people walk in and it's like you did that on
Before
your
our
own. You're like,
lives fell apart.
Yeah. So you put it in our Slack a good Reddit question. What is something free from the internet everybody should take advantage of?
Yeah.
I
What's
was-
at number one now? I'm curious.
Well, I was telling you before we started, at some point today, ThreadUp is a site I found that they don't take men's clothes because I don't think they can sell a lot of men's clothes, really, because men they don't change as much kind of thing. But you can put in...
Yeah, they just run that shit into the ground.
But you can... So if you're trying to purge like I am, I'm trying to purge as much crap in my place, but get any value out of whatever's laying around, right? I'm Poshmarking. I'm going to start selling whatever clothes that I think might sell on Poshmark. Yeah, that's where I buy these shirts. They don't. But you can buy used clothes on Poshmark if you have a shirt.
His shirt sucks.
But it may suck, but I'm saying it's the shirt I like. I know
could hear
it
that?
fits. I know it fits. They're like $75 at Urban Outfitters a long time ago. They're pearl snap shirts. They're made really well. All I'm saying is
Wait, hold on. Keep pitching me this shirt.
it's you can put it in a duffel bag and you can have it all wrinkled and you can get away with it.
All the colors of the Easter.
This one's a
rainbow.
gay rodeo shirt, essentially.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty colorful.
it's-
And it barely fits anymore. I'm about to Hulk out of it. But I'm saying like
Do it.
yeah. But what I'm saying is ThreadUp, they just send you a bag, you put all baby stuff, all kid stuff, not your kid stuff, because I still need to go through it.
That is yours, yes.
And then like all women's clothes that you might have laying around.
All right.
But
Listen
it gives
up. Both ladies that are listening.
it gives you a scale.
Threadup.com. Is that how?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
that's okay. So both of you
You send the bag.
got that.
Whatever. If you were just like, I would take it to the thrift store anyway. They'll donate it to a
So
Goodwill.
nice of them.
Right, exactly.
They're definitely not.
They can send it
gonna
all back.
Sell it.
They can send it back. So like, I'm gonna have them send back
They'll definitely
whatever.
do that too.
Well, I'm gonna have them send back whatever kid stuff because I have a nonprofit kids like daycare school, kids school. I help out. So whatever
That
I
you
can,
donate to.
Yeah, I'll donate stuff. I'm gonna be doing their branding and stuff on the side to help them. But it's one of those things where I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. I haven't gotten eyeballs on it, so I don't.
Number one on this, and this is something I use on the Reddit, and maybe we'll post this in the description, but number one is GoodRX.
Yeah.
I use that for
yeah.
sure.
Well, I mean, that's one that like.
Sometimes it beats out my insurance already. Like
Yeah.
the GoodRx essentially just goes like, oh, do you want to use your insurance? It's this much to get your meds, and you're like, the fuck?
Well, what's weird is about that
Can you
is
try
that
this GoodRx one that I just popped up? Because
pharmacists and people that work at pharmacies, they'll ask you about it.
yeah,
They'll be like, "Do you have the app?"
yeah.
And it's like, how did you get that to happen? How did you get every person working at a pharmacy to ask about our app to get
It
them
was
to
slow.
use-
I remember looking into this because I had a client that had a similar idea, and I was trying to help him with a business plan like 3 years ago. And I was like, this is the company you should follow. So we did a lot of research. I forget how they make a lot of money. I'm pretty sure it's on the data, but
gotta be. I mean, what else would it be?
but it even works for your pets stuff too, which is expensive as shit. I forgot how much like
Yeah.
like pet HeartGuard and all that stuff costs. So without the prescription, let's
Not
see.
that's why we lost Punky.
Why you gotta bring up my dead dog?
Because you're like, I forgot
No, I
how
just
much
forgot.
medicine for dogs cost, and then your dog just died, dude.
Oh, an Easter. It's been a while. All right, what?
Do you think he's coming back?
Maybe.
Or in 3 days?
Do you want to what? I saw her send like a dove into the sky.
What are you doing? Just looking for what is that? Somebody
There's
just
someone
popped
threw out
off?
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Audacity for so I'm just gonna plow through these because I think we're closing in on time.
I don't know. Give me a second. You
You wanna- yeah.
plow through. Let me
I'll
check
plow
this.
through, baby. Audacity, a powerful audio editor for music podcasts. In case you want to take our info from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Keep going.
I want to go through all of them. Autodesk Fusion 360, a CAD CAM software. Don't know what that is. Bitwarden, open source password management service. Would never use that.
BIT Warden.
I would never use that.
No.
Blender, free and open source 3D creation suite. Okay. Cakewalk. Look, here's the thing. All things that are free, it goes back to that thing. No such thing as
There's
a free
a catch.
lunch.
There's always a catch.
There's always a catch.
Pay
So
attention to them catches.
they might get you on a cocaine tease where they're just letting you in a little bit. Here's a little sniff. Here's a little sniff. And then you're addicted, and now you need that software. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go through Handbrake. I've used the open source video transcoder.
Yeah, it'd be good if Honey. That's the number one on there.
Honey. Yeah, Honey's
the browser dude. It's there. Imagine the time you used to put in looking for the coupon codes. That's what Honey is, and they sponsor all sorts of podcasts. Not us though, but
Do they?
legit. Honey is great. It's you're gonna get the best deal on anything that
So
has any sort of promo code.
It's
just
an
automatically
extension to your browser, but it won't do it in mobile.
No, it's only
So-
on desktop. But if you're going to be buying something on a website that's not necessarily a big one, it's going to be for websites that
Most of the big
it's not
dogs.
Amazon. It's not going to be Walmart.
You're
Like,
buying Papa John's pizza, it's going to find that 25% off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's a little bit bigger, but when you're buying like larger items, necessarily, like it's got to be on the manufacturer's website. Usually has something like that.
Here's one of the best ones: OBS, open source software for video recording and live streaming. Look, we may have to go to that. Start using that again because that is honestly the best kind of broadcasting software out there. What else?
Yeah, OBS is.
I'll give you one for free, royalty-free images and license-free images. You got to make sure you have both of those. Unsplash, Pexels, and Moose8.com. Those are three different.
Pexels is Pexels.
Yeah.
It's not just you being weird.
So you got to check those whenever you see like royalty-free whatever. But Moose8.com has like really good free music, open source music to use. So if you need that for a podcast or a video, it's I mean, like I want to use the 80s stuff for our show.
If you want to go more legit, you go premiumbeats.com.
Sure.
Pay $50. That's where I got all the music for our intros
Let's see.
that I'm piggybacked off
Yeah,
of.
but we're going to step up the brand here. I figure
I
we're
was
going to
thinking that the other day. Well,
It's been a while.
Have you
We
thought
gotta
about any
refresh.
sort of direction you want to go?
I want to keep it within the 80s theme, but
Oh,
just
good.
update
So
it.
what does that mean?
We just got to update it.
Like 89?
We probably need to get new
Like
pictures.
sort of like a Lethal
Yeah.
Weapon vibe?
We can talk about it. I'm down.
Why
I'm
wasn't I invited to the patty?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the Zubaz era of
Some mullets.
yeah, I'm thinking like the
Okay.
white trash late 80s.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. That
All
kind.
right. Well, I hear the door knocking. We should
All right,
probably
we gotta
kill
roll.
This.
This has been an episode.
It has been better than the last one, though, right?
We're gonna go back to two a week pretty soon and start booking guests that are interesting. So it's not just us looking at.
I found it interesting.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity.
Subscribe, rate, review.
Sweat equity. My sweat equity.
iTunes, Apple
My
Podcasts.
sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
If any.